On January 26th, Indigenous and non-Indigenous community members alike gathered in Greater Sudbury's downtown core in a show of solidarity for Wet'suwet'en First Nation. It's been more than a year since the fight against the construction of a coastal GasLink pipeline began in British Columbia, and still the conflict rages on.
RCMP are still trying to invade Wet'suwet'en territory. They have no jurisdiction there. They have no right there. Wet'suwet'en territory is sovereign territory. It's unceded lands, and they're not consulting with the chiefs. They're not consulting with the hereditary chiefs. All 5 clans have said no, but they're being ignored on purpose because that's what colonization is, right? Just ignore.
You know, Indigenous people still have a connection to the land, and so they understand at a deep level what's at risk here.
That's their land and it's sacred, and it's not our job to take it, and it's definitely not our job to take profit off it just to get a pipeline in.
That's their home that's being invaded, and it's wrong. And last year they were ready to shoot them. They were ready to shoot women and children. We think that only happens in other countries. That's happening here. It's not just Indigenous issues, because Indigenous issues are directly related to environmental issues. They're the same, because Indigenous people are the closest people to the land. They're the first ones to tell you when our waters are being polluted. They're the first ones to tell you when our fish are cancerous and when our animals are cancerous.
The demonstration ended with a prayer from a local Cookum, who said she was in attendance not only in support of Wet'suwet'en First Nation, but the land, water, and generations they aim to protect.
All of Turtle Island is Indigenous territory, and people have forgotten that. And we have an obligation and a responsibility to ensure that the waters and the earth, all of creation, that they're kept safe and protected for the future generations. This is not about protest. This is about protection. And we have, as Cookums, as Mushums, grandmothers and grandfathers, aunties and uncles, I have grandchildren. What is going to be here for them? What's going to be here for them? Who's going to stand up for them? Well, we're standing up, and we'll continue to stand up in the same way that our ancestors did.